Do you guys think my parents are disappointed in me because the only college I could get into was the Ohio State Penitentiary?
No, but the fact is they kicked you out.
Yeah.
You didn't even graduate.
You didn't even finish. You just...
No, that's where I got my first degree. Felony.
First degree felon. That's actually
First degree felon. That's good. I like that.
I explored my sexuality. Don't tell my dad about that part, though.
That's actually like actually, if you think about it, it's actually a really good route. It's prison's a lot like going to college for the first time.
It's dude, I did that joke on Friday at Bricky's. That's the first thing Joe Young said to me. Like that, not that what I just said, but like my usual, because he usually stops at that, the Ohio State University, and then I do the OH thing. But Joe afterwards was like, dude, you can probably like dive into that about like comparing college to prison, and he gave me the tag about parents being disappointed. That's the only one I got accepted into, and I came up with the
way cheaper too.
Yeah. That's really.
I actually
really
tried
funny.
to take money. Like I didn't. Like,
my tuition was like $170.
Because you could even do that as the lead-in of like just talk about like when you went to college and just describe going to prison like you're going to college, and then at the end of it be like, yeah, sure was a great time at the Ohio State Penitentiary and Correctional Facility or whatever.
Kind of the way you lead everybody in with the Rosie bit.
Oh shit, that is how I do that.
And then like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm not talking about college.
Yeah, it's a fun misdirect.
Yeah.
I was watching some of that Roots of Comedy show that Jesus Trejo hosts.
Yeah.
And it's really good.
I said, yeah, I have no idea what that is.
Oh, Jesus Trejo, he's a comedian. He hosts this show. I forget what it's on, but it's called Roots of Comedy, and it's like 6 episodes, and it's him like traveling the country, just talking to like different comedians from different like walks of life and that kind of thing. And you see some of their stand up, but a lot of it's about like the mental health of being a comedian.
Pooh.
Like in the first
so a pile of dog shit.
Yeah, in the first 2 minutes of the first episode, he says, it was like, people think I wrote it down because I was watching it at work today, and it's stuck. I think I shared it on the Gem City page. It stuck with me. He said, the most important asset for a comic is your mind. A comic's mind is always on unless you make an effort to turn it off.
Did I read that again?
He said, this is from the thing. The most important asset for a comic is your mind, and a comic's mind is always on unless you make an effort to turn it off.
It's usually suicide.
I was
about to say, even when I make an effort to turn it off, it usually doesn't work.
Yeah. I can't tell you, I think I'm crazy about this sometimes. Like, I will walk around my house in the first few minutes of the day, and just like as shit happens to me, the first thing in my mind is there a joke there? Can I make a joke out of like being tired of running out of toilet paper at 8 o'clock in the morning? Probably not, but
you're just trying to joke about it. That's so true.
Just trying to find something. Even
in any not writing as much as I did, I still, in any situation, I still try to joke about it to find the funny.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
Even when the one time I quit, the main reason I came back, and I think if we asked Dusty or like Eric Busio's coming back as Esteban at Bricky's on Friday. Because he was there last week for Joe's headlining spot, and I was like, "Hey man, you going up?" And he's like, "No." By the end of it, he was having a conversation with Kevin. So he's up this Friday. But yeah, I was like, I wonder if that's what gets guys like that to come back. Is like, yeah, because unless you find a way to turn that part of your brain off.
Got like his degree now too. It's like,
oh yeah, no. Well, I mean, it was the same with Canistero. I mean, his life got better. And for a lot of comics, when their life gets better, they don't need comedy anymore. I think Thursday's gonna be fun, dude.
It's fun. Yeah, it's going to be fun. I think so.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time. And it's an easy drive, too. Do you want to drive? You want me to drive?
I'm not going to be able... My car's tinier.
Okay, we'll take... Well, I mean, my car's not big either. We can take mine. I
got the baby seat.
Okay, we'll take mine. That's fine. I'll probably just come grab you, and then we'll go grab Vander and hit the road.
Okay.
Just
what time do you want to leave?
Whenever he gets off work.
I got off at 4:30.
What time
it takes
is the show?
7:30. It takes like an hour 10 to get there. We got there early enough to eat last time, and we left like right after work.
Gotcha.
Didn't hit hardly any traffic. It's an easy drive. It's like right off the highway. Like you get off the exit and it's right there. So was
7:30.
Yeah, so was Stockroom. Both of them are like right off the exit. Okay. So yeah, no, it's an easy drive. It's weird. It's longer than going to Go Bananas, but it's less hectic.
Yeah, because it's all 35
yeah,
east.
It's all straight shot.
Also feels like it takes fucking forever to get there.
It's a boring drive. It's not the most exciting. It's one of those like I wouldn't want to do it alone. You know, I've driven to Chicago alone twice. That drive sucks.
God, I've driven to fucking Cleveland alone so many fucking times.
That driving up to the northeast corner is the most boring drive on the face of the earth. It is.
So is Michigan. I've done the Michigan drive alone several times.
Driving through Ohio
Done
in
it a couple
general.
times.
Yeah. Driving through Ohio is pretty boring because if you're not in a city, you're surrounded by corn and wheat.
It's also true.
If you're going to Cleveland, at least you hit Columbus at the about 60 to 90 minute mark. And then Cleveland's only about 2.5 after that.
And you can even go through like North Canton and Cuyahoga if you wanted something a little more scenic, a little more just not the fucking highway.
But you're still stuck in Ohio.
But
That might be why the 35 drive is so tough. Because I mean, yeah, Chillicothe's an hour away, but that's not a big city. If you're going further than that to like Jackson or even to, you know, over to like West Virginia, that's such a long drive because you're not hitting a single city until you get through West Virginia entirely.
It's so much nothing. That's why I hate driving down 77 to go down south when I go visit family. 77, I mean, it's a straight shot. Once you get on 77, it starts in North Canton and ends in Columbia, South Carolina. It's the most nothing drive ever. Like, you'll spend hours just surrounded by mountains and nothing. And it's not even, like, fun to look at mountains. It's just a lot of nothing. What the fuck are you doing, Kat?
I'd like to see what happens next.
Are we going to get a new clip for the intro? Are we? Are you going to pull something down?
I hope she gets on top.
Are you trying to get? That's what I think she's trying to do, or get in the little cubby hole. I'm not sure which. What are you doing?
Please just jump.
Just jump. Just
fall down.
Come on.
Do it. Psst, psst, psst.
Rosie. Hi.
What was
She
that?
doesn't give a
She
fuck.
said
she doesn't like, with most cats, if you like scratch the table or something or you know, psst, psst, or whatever, they come. Her, no, the only thing that gets her to move is to spray with a spray bottle. Yeah. What do you want?
You just shut the fuck up. Whoa, Jesus, your cat talks.
Get out.
nice. This is gonna keep going badly.
This is just gonna. How'd that work out for you? Yeah, nothing in there, huh?
Fuck you, fucker. Fucking slit your throat. Jesus Christ. It has a knife.
Why are you the way that you are?
Rosie strikes again.
Yep. Always something with her. Follow the Dayton comedy scene on social media at Gem City Comedy or learn more at www.gemcitycomedy.com. I was about to say, so this week, but then we're dropping this on Friday, the day after we go out to Jackson.
You guys all want to ride together?
I was gonna say, I figured we just
Since I'm off.
Well, I took the day. I have to take use it or lose it vacation days, so I'm off Thursday and Friday.
Is it true if you don't use it, you lose it?
That's exactly true.
A serious question. It's my favorite thing to bring up at like any meeting I have ever at work.
Oh, from 40-year-old virgin.
Oh God! And like some people don't get it, but like some people do, and they're like, I'm like, is it true? If you don't use it, you lose it.
That was in every trailer for that movie when that came out.
I think uncles convince their nieces of that.
I mean, probably.
He's been watching House of the Dragon. That's all it is. That's probably how Damon got Rhaenyra.
Any of that.
Man, good shit, buddy.
Good stuff.
It's good stuff, man.
I'm gonna finish your honor. Then
Episode 1, you get a decap.
Yeah.
Good old fashioned decap.
I mean, like, my thing is this with, like, when it comes to anything, I almost said Lord of the Rings. When it comes to anything,
Yeah.
On Game of Thrones era, the first episode is a brother and sister fucking at the end of it.
Yeah.
So anything's on the table.
It's 100% true. The first episode of the Game of Thrones ends with a brother and sister fucking and pushing a small child out of a window.
Yeah, but that's not what happened in House of the Dragon.
No, but he's saying because that happens in the first episode of Game of Thrones, everything's
yeah.
The Boys did the same thing when in like their first episode you have Homelander, you know, take out an airplane full of civilians because he's just too lazy to save it, you know, or in this season season 3 where they have a dude climb inside another dude's dick and then explode. Like, yeah. Set the bar high. Yeah. Basically, they had a guy get Thanos'd.
That's not what Thanos did.
No, the running joke was that it was like, why didn't Ant-Man just shrink down, go inside Thanos' ass and expand?
That was a running joke, and somebody was like...
And actually, if you go to like the Marvel compound at Disney World now, they had all the cast members like film these like interactive video things and one of them is Ant-Man saying, now, some of you have been asking why I didn't shrink down and do something to defeat Thanos. And the answer to that is quite simple. Gross. But yeah, somebody does that in the first episode of season 3 of The Boys. They're like a gay couple, and the guy goes down inside. They built a giant set, like a big fake dick for the actor to climb inside of it and everything. And
That's amazing.
And he sneezes while he's inside the guy's dick, and it grows and explodes and kills the guy. It's fucked up. First 5 minutes of the episode. Then the title card goes up. It's the best, man.
I gotta watch The Boys, man.
Dude, you would fucking love The Boys. The Boys is great.
Somebody said the last episode, it kind of makes you feel bad for Homelander.
No, not for me. Not for me. Not in the
But you
slight.
get why he's like the way he is.
Oh yeah, an explanation is not an excuse.
Yeah.
All shows do that. Like, we kind of fell in love with Jaime Lannister for a while, you know.
Until they screwed it up.
Daemon in House of the Dragon, like, you kind of get his soft spot, even though he's murderous.
You've got a weird soft spot for half the people in House of the Dragon.
You guys watch Shameless at all?
I have not, and I've been meaning to watch Shameless. I've heard it rules.
Dude, it's awesome. Frank Gallagher is like the biggest piece of shit in the world.
Yeah.
Like, he'll do fucking anything to fuck
That's
over
when
his
you know the
kids.
writing's good and the acting's good. It's
And then sometimes you're just like, holy shit, Frank's actually a fucking good guy.
like Tony Soprano.
We were just talking. I just started rewatching that again over the weekend, which, by the way, has not held up very well.
Really?
It is dated as well. I told Vander the first shot you see in the first episode is Tony picks up a newspaper, and the front page article is like, Clinton warns that Medicaid may not make it past the year 2000. And I was just like, and like the whole first chunk is about like all these political social issues of like the late 90s, and I was like, oh, this has not aged well. Like, there's a whole episode in like, I forget what season it is, but it's like him dedicated to like, now I gotta be okay with now it's not okay for me to call homophobic stuff.
Yeah,
basically, it's a whole thing about homophobia, and I was like, this hurts. This hits.
Dude,
different.
the most recent episode I watched of The Sopranos was the one where they were
Most recent. It's been off.
well, yeah, I know what
you mean.
The one that,
I know what you mean.
The one that I left on.
Yeah.
Junior, is that?
Yeah, Junior. Yeah.
No, the older guy, the older uncle.
Yeah,
of
Junior.
Tony. Okay, that's
Junior.
Junior. All right.
Yeah, he's Junior.
So they're playing golf, and
Not
they're
Anthony Junior.
They're not Anthony. Okay.
Yeah.
They're giving him shit because he eats pussy. And like, what? I never knew that was ever a thing, that you got shit for eating pussy.
Yeah.
Like, Tony was giving him shit, but then it shows him in bed with his wife later, and she's like, you eat my pussy all the time. He's like, shut the fuck up. You don't fucking tell people what we got going on. Like, damn, dude. It's just pussy, man.
That was DJ Khaled didn't just make that up, man. He learned that from somewhere. Yeah, man. That was it was a thing. That's why, like, in that first episode, he was like, he's going to therapy the first time, and right after his buddy gets his restaurant burned down, he's like, hey man, hope can spring up like from anywhere, and everyone's like, yeah, Tony is wise, and I'm like, you got that from your therapist, you lying few hack.
Yeah, but any show that can make you love, like fucking Walter White, you shouldn't love him. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
That's why I'm super stoked for this Colin Farrell Penguin show. They just dropped a new trailer for it. It looks like the fucking Sopranos.
Yeah.
Like, it looks fucking dope. It looks like a mobster fucking show.
I love it.
Yeah.
Superheroes, but like about a mobster. That's pretty badass.
Well, and the Boys is literally just like, it's literally like, what if superheroes
We're pieces of shit.
actually existed?
Yeah.
They'd probably be piece of shit influencers.
Yeah.
And and that's literally what it.
Well, and also they'd be corporate.
Yeah, it'd be all corporate. It's like what if Disney was actually in the superhero business? That's what it is. It
would be all the billionaires that got the superpowers. They'd be the ones that fund it all.
You've got to watch you've got to watch The Boys.
And I have yet to watch an episode. Well, I've watched one episode.
Yeah.
I know everything. Not everything.
It's truly some of the and they filmed this show a year ago and it's coming out right now and it's still relevant to the shit going on. Like it's just
Anthony Starr said he loved filming episode 4.
Episode 4 was not pleasant.
Yeah, he said loved it because they went like so far.
They went completely unhinged.
Yeah.
Oof, that episode was hard. Not because it was bad. That was hard to watch. It was a lot. It was, up there with a small child getting his head cut off on House of the Dragon. Hard to watch.
Well, now Wells knows is a small child.
Yeah, it's a small child. It's Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Game of Thrones, nothing really shocks me.
Yeah. Again, brother and sister fuck in the first episode. Push a boy out a window.
I don't know, is one worse, murdering a boy or brother and sister fucking each other? What's worse? I'm just joking.
It's a good question, actually. I mean, those are equal parts fucked.
Yeah.
But in House of the Dragon, you've got brothers and... Well, hell, I can't say that. That would be a complete... You got brothers and sisters fucking, and you've got decapitations.
You got everything, man. But also, at this point, it's his own fucking fault for not being caught up. That shows...
That's true.
Doesn't bug me.
Like, once you get to... once a show...
The product of a brother and sister fucking gets its head cut off.
That's true, yeah. It's a lot of incest. It's It's kind of one of those things... It's one of those things you kind of just have to, like, accept is going to be a thing.
Incest is always a thing.
Oh yeah, but like especially like it's extra present in House of the Dragon because it's when like all those families were in their prime. So there's just lots of cousin fucking going on. Lots of brother and sister marrying.
Niece, nephew, brother, sister.
Yeah.
At least they never did father, daughter.
That's the one.
I always wondered that.
We've never seen parents marry their children.
What difference would it really make?
We always see siblings marrying siblings and cousins. We never see children marrying their parents on game. That's the one line we draw.
They're not human. They're like another race of being. Why didn't Viserys could have solved the whole thing after his wife died? Just marry your daughter, dude.
Honestly, and I love how we didn't. I love how Wells is just like this is what sports talk feels like for me. This is also what it feels like for Vander when you and I talk about anything superhero related. To me, it's like, why didn't Viserys just marry Rhaenys? They're cousins. Why didn't they just marry the two of them?
Because it doesn't create conflict.
That's true.
Oh, that's true. And
it's 1,000% why. That's why Rose didn't help Jack on the big floating door.
And that's actually the reason that Viserys didn't marry Rhaenyra to Aegon, because that would have solved everything too. But actually, the reason why Viserys
you gotta have plot and fucking. I know that's the whole reason.
My dad used to tell this story about going to a Star Trek convention when he was younger, and Patrick Stewart was there, and this guy goes up and asks some questions like an episode, blah blah blah, whatever. And you're thinking, you got this one tear going down your face. What was your motivation for that? And Patrick Stewart goes, it was in the script. He's like, look, I'm an actor, but sometimes stuff's just in the script, guys.
Right.
Or somebody said something about somebody had to turn off their Instagram account. I was reading it today.
Mm-hmm.
That's on House of the Dragon because they're getting shit on.
Fabian Frankel, Kristen Cole.
Oh, it's not shocking. Yeah.
Yeah. People are legit Joffrey-ing him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and in my head I'm thinking, even with Joffrey, I'm like, when that happened, I was just like,
yeah,
it's a character, people.
That poor kid.
People are fucking.
It's a fucking character. It has not. He's an actor.
Yeah, and Kristen Cole at least is the guy who plays Kristen Cole is an adult. He's been at this long enough. That was that kid that played Jamie Joffrey. That was his second act. His first acting gig was 5 minutes in Batman Begins. Right.
I always forget that.
Yeah, and then his second role was Joffrey, and then he quit acting because everyone treated him like he was. People are doing the same thing with Anthony Starr on The Boys.
I feel like he would actually love it.
I think he thrives in it in a way, but people treat him like he's Homelander, and Homelander is basically what if Trump was Superman.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm a 5'4" Australian dude. He's a Kiwi. He's not even Australian. He's from fucking New Zealand. He's like, I am not Homelander, but fuck it. If you guys want to keep treating me like I am, I'm going to keep telling you you're idiots.
Is Kiwi a slur for people from New Zealand?
It's not a slur. It's just like a playful nickname. They call themselves.
Cunt is a good nickname there too.
Yeah, it is. Shit, John Oliver had a whole thing about the word cunt on this week's episode because he was talking about the UK elections and how somebody called another person a cunt in the House of Commons, and he's like, now for the record, Americans, that's not a big deal in the UK. Right. He's like, over here, you say the word cunt, and he's like, women, gay. He's like, that is a gender neutral, age neutral. You use that as a term of endearment and an insult.
I literally asked everybody at my job.
You're good.
I asked everybody at my job what was worse, gash or cunt. Like every female.
Gash is a good one.
But everybody else
is a really good one.
I know, but everybody's like cunt. And I was like, gash just sounds like worse. So worse. And then I was talking to all the chicks at work, and they're like, still cunt. I'm like, but gash sounds like a wound.
Yeah, it does.
And they're like, yeah, but like I've never heard anybody say it because it's old school.
Because it's old
school. It is very old school.
And they're like, huh. And I got one of them to agree with me. I don't know why. I was just really bored one day.
I had somebody ask me one time, what's worse, pussy or slit? And I was like, who calls it that? Who calls it that? A pussy. Who calls it a pussy? I'm kidding.
I've heard it. But if somebody was like, if my wife was like, put it in my slit, I'd be like, your armpit?
No. What's wrong? It's like, what? It shouldn't be like, if it's that narrow and tight, go to the doctor.
You want me to fuck your slit wrists?
Yeah, like what? I've never heard it referred to as that. So
me either, honestly.
I don't, I get it.
Whispering eye.
Hey guys, Mike Shea here. Just want to thank y'all so much for watching the Three Mics on YouTube, listening to the podcast, and enjoying our clips. If you do enjoy the show, please make sure you like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and check out our website, www.the3mics.com, to find out where you can see us next and follow along with us everywhere we're at.
Finn died of a heroin overdose. I remember I was on heroin when I heard of that. And I was like, damn, I should stop.
You should probably quit
out here killing people. And then I went and bought more and did more heroin.
Yeah. And that was just in the first year. Or was that year two? Was that when you started abusing, or was it still awesome?
I forget.
Okay.
It really wasn't ever awesome. Maybe like the first time was cool, but I
was calling back your own joke, but
yeah, I went swimming. I swear I'm so fucking tired right now.
I'm exhausted. I told Vander on the way here, I was like, if we hadn't had to like skip 3 weeks in a row, I probably would have canceled this week because I'm so tired.
We skipped 3 weeks in a row?
Well, 2.
Oh, yeah.
And then last week was weird. But yeah,
we didn't skip. We only missed one.
Well, but
then the 1 week before that,
if we hadn't had like a couple of messy weeks in a row, I might have canceled today.
Fucking went to the fucking park to swim with my kid, took him swimming, and then he fucking went to the gym, and then he fucking wanted to fucking lightsaber fight me for like an hour and a half. I'm like fucking tired.
Next time he wants to do that, let me know. I'll bring the lightsaber.
He'll break it.
He'll just fucking break it.
I told my wife about those actually. She's like, no, you can't spend that amount of money on you and a lightsaber for you and him. Mike, he's not even 3. I was like, but he's so fucking cool.
You don't understand.
I was like, shut the fuck up. Where's that baby? Now we can afford it. Okay. That's fucked up to say. That's not for me, dude. I just aborted my own child. Jesus.
Oh, fuck. That's funny. Oh, shit. Are you stoked for Thursday?
Yeah, I guess. I don't. I forgot. I mean, I remembered, but I haven't done comedy in like a month, so it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's really. Oh yeah, because you haven't really gone up at all.
I'm just gonna bring my notebook, do my thing, and have fun.
Nah, if anything, this is the perfect place to do that at. It's such a fun little room, man. People there. It's a pool bar in the back of a bowling alley, man.
So yeah,
they want to laugh at stupid shit. If anything, you might thrive at this show.
No, yeah.
Have you heard anything about how Fireworks is doing yet?
I know everything's. I know all. I mean, it filled up really fast.
The signups or the tickets?
The signups.
Yeah,
super fast. I don't know about tickets, but like it was like, pretty sure tickets might not have been that great because Karen said something.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier.
Tickets.
She wants comics to buy tickets because I think it's just. I don't know. From what I hear, just stuff around town in general is just struggling right now. It's hot. People are broke.
No, when she called me, she said she messaged me. Erica messaged me, said there's only 1 ticket sold
for that Sunday show.
And it was like at like 2.
It's because of the air show.
And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, yeah, we're going to cancel this shit.
Nothing shuts this city down like the air show. I don't know. I know we're in the home of right, Pat. Yeah, exactly.
Also an air show.
Also an air show, in a way. I mean, I watched it on TV.
I was there. I saw it in person. You guys missed out.
Yeah, I was there, man. I was flying the plane. What? I was coordinating the attack. Oh, God. Yeah. I don't know what it is about that. People in this town, nothing gets them fucking harder than this air show. I swear. Like, people get nuts for it, man.
Never been to it.
I've been to an air show in my life. Once you go to one, you've kind of been to them all.
I've been to an air guitar show once.
I used to go to hot air balloon shows when I was a kid. Those were fun.
Nobody was riffing. It was weird.
Fuck you. There were 3 dudes on America's Got Talent one year who were an all air guitar band. One guy was doing air drums, one was doing air bass, and one was doing air guitar. And I was like, what part of this is talent?
The acting.
And then I found out there are actually like national air guitar.
Oh, yeah, I watched a documentary on it.
Did not know that.
I watched a documentary on it. It's actually a really good documentary.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I think I saw a clip from it or something, and I was like, no fucking way.
the winner the guy that won it on documentary, like, it was like, he wears like a Hello Kitty backpack on the back and just fucking shreds.
Yeah. Dude, like they get like Sharon Osbourne to judge these competitions, man. She's like fucking into it. I'm like, it makes me think of that thing you and I were talking about on Facebook earlier that Archie posted.
Oh, yeah.
Where this guy is like this master sculptor working on this thing for years, and it just cuts to this clip of a dude on the floor of an art gallery just hitting sand with string and making it go places. And I'm like, and Vander was like, I hate this. Is it because I'm old? And I said, welcome to your 30s.
It's definitely like my most like boomer mentality thing is like this whole thing. Like this dude had like 6 buckets stacked on each other, and this whole mass of a crowd is just surrounding him, and the whole art, everything about the art is just him knocking the fucking buckets over. And then they're all like, oh, that was fucking beautiful. That was incredible. I'm like, are you fucking serious, dude? What
Andy Warhol's soup can all over again.
A dude literally like smashing his face into like what looks like a melted piece of chocolate, just going doof, doof, doof. And everybody's like, oh my God, this is the greatest artwork we've ever seen. What the fuck, man?
Now you know how I feel about Hawk Tuah memes.
Hawk Tuah.
At least that has comedic value.
Dude,
it did for a day.
Dude,
it did for a day.
What I posted on Facebook was going to happen to somebody. I was like, I was going to cut, and I was going to do it at the meeting. It's like, any of you have this joke, I'm cutting the mic because I'm sick and tired of hearing it.
I joked with Vander on Friday when we got to Bricky's. I was like, how long do you think until we were driving? I was like, all right, let's go hear everyone's best fucking Hawk Tuah jokes. Yeah. And actually, it was almost the end of the show before we heard one. I was very proud of everybody. Yeah. And it was a new guy who did it, so who cares? Yeah. I don't know. Brett shared one that was it was a meme, and it was making fun of the Rammstein song "Du Hast."
Yeah,
it was like, "Du Hawk Tuah," and I was like, okay, that's.
See, that's the ones that are funny to me.
That's fucking funny.
Honestly, because I see the same ones over and over again. That's what gets annoying. But like anytime I come across one that's different, like a
cross,
because of the Hawk Tuah.
Because you spit on that thing.
See what you hypocrite.
I know. Oh no, I never said I wasn't. That was terrible. It's also
but you also like set it up perfect. I come across. I'm like, I gotta say that.
Yeah. It's also my fucking 5. But no, I'm more laughing at the fact that we're still making I'm laughing at the situation more than the joke itself. But yeah.
We'll die. All memes die.
All memes die. I Can Has Cheeseburger seemed like it was going to last for fucking ever.
What was it?
I Can Has Cheeseburger. It's like the original meme.
Yeah.
It was like,
I don't know. I can't. When's the last time a meme got this much?
Everything
died. That was literally
Grumpy Cat did die.
Grumpy Cat legitimately died.
Oh shit! Whoops!
A couple years ago, actually.
Yeah.
Well, but that type of cat doesn't live very long anyway, and he was already old. But I know more about that cat than I do about actual people.
I still see the black guy behind the tree. I still see him a lot.
Oh, I'm not saying some don't last a while. I don't see this one lasting. I really don't. Because I think the ones that last are the ones that are already based in pop culture, like the ones that are a reference to a show that exists or a movie that exists. When it's based on this is gonna go, and that's why like I made the comment today about like I was tired of seeing the Monica Lewinsky memes, because I'm like, guys, it's 2024. We cannot be using Hawk Tuah as a means to.
Well, that's old people that finally get something.
If it's a good fucking like, no, that's clever. Like, and I realize this is all subjective as fuck.
I didn't think it was. It's a fucking plane crashing into the fucking towers. It's just spit on that.
I made one joke the day of, and I was like, guys want a little less Hawk and just a little more Tuah. We don't need to hear you pulling the crud out of your
I
lungs.
explained it to my wife.
Yeah.
She's like, what? She's like, what'd you post on Facebook? What's this Hawk Tuah thing you posted on Facebook? And I was like, all right. She's like, I'm sorry I asked. Like, I was at work and I had a text message her it. She's like, I'm not gonna watch the video. I was like, okay, I'll just describe it then.
My boss and I have had to gingerly explain delicately what this meme is to people at work who have come asking. My boss's boss, who is a lovely lady who does not know any better, who was like, I keep hearing references to this. What are these?
She knows.
What are these Hawk Tuah memes? Is that something we can get in on? And me and all my bosses were like, nope, 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 nope.